Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of your favorite Dragons podcast. Jules is not here today, so I'm joined by Jackson. Jackson, how are you, bro?
Not bad, mate. How are yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. Before we start, I'd like to announce that the Saints podcast is proud to be partnering with a local cricket organization, Drunken Hangover. They'll be sponsoring our work moving forward, and we're incredibly excited about the opportunity to collaborate and grow together this season. We really appreciate their support and cannot wait to see what we can build with them. Now, onto the podcast. Jacko, you went to the
All right.
Vegas game, all
I
right?
did. I did.
So, straight off the bat, talk to me about that experience. How was that like? Overall, just
Bit,
America.
bruh,
America.
so I got there. What? 2 days before the game, and
Mm.
I'm sure the atmosphere would have been mad like the whole week. But there was something about when I got there the two days before. Like everyone was about it. Everyone was like walking around in the jerseys, and everyone
Yeah,
was like, bro, you had Super League fans walking the street in Vegas just chanting their fucking like team song. Like, bro, it was
yeah,
the experience was unbelievable, but
yeah.
it was sadly ruined by a daylight robbery.
We'll get into
Uh,
that later.
but second to none. Like the experience was probably that was one of the best games of rugby league I've ever been to. So considering everyone rid us off very
Yeah.
quickly, they showed up and they showed out for the like amount of Dragons fans that was there
Mm.
was really impressive. So they showed
What,
up. We showed
what
up.
do you think, like, in terms of difference in atmosphere between an average NRL game and like the Vegas games? Like, what would you say was the biggest difference?
Honestly, I think having the Super League before the NRL, like a
Yeah.
lot of NRL fans got there around half time of that Super League game, probably 20 minutes.
Mm,
I got there 20 minutes before half
yeah.
time, and
Yeah.
bro, they're crazy, mate. They are
Yeah.
like crazy supporters. Like
Yeah.
even like Hull got flogged, right? It was like 52-6 or something. They got
Yeah.
annihilated. But like the way that they still chant when they're down, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And Leeds, who were having a party in fucking Vegas against them, like they were
Yeah.
going at it as well. It was honestly, I think that was the thing that got everyone, especially the NRL fans, really into it.
Mm.
And then when the NRL games started, like there were chants going for NRL games, which you never hear. Like
Oh wow.
honestly, like it was really good. Like
I saw because on TV, like, it looked, I don't know, you can probably tell me because you were there. Like, it
yeah,
looked like there were lots of empty, like, spots, like empty space. I felt like there wasn't that many people at the Dragons game. I felt like they all left during, I don't know, were there,
nah,
no, was it?
nah, you're right. Like after the Super League and probably at around halftime of the Knights game, it sort of started to dwell down a bit. Like, but
Okay.
like I think there was what 45,000 that
Yeah,
went,
far
and
out.
the stadium fit 65. So
Yeah,
it was
right.
it was a record, like it was record breaking
Yeah, I
night.
think it was the highest out of all 3 years in
Yeah,
Vegas.
yeah, it was, and they made that pretty known at the stadium as well. But
Yeah,
it might have looked it may have looked emptier compared to the
yeah,
other two games before,
yeah,
but I reckon it was one of the loudest games. Like it was the atmosphere was still unbelievable for our game. Like the
yeah.
fans got into it.
Yeah. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's go into the actual game. Now, that game, people watching this, if you guys haven't seen my rank, make sure you guys go check it out. Um, I'll let Jacko have the stage for this one because I've already said my things. I'll go quickly over my thoughts for maybe 2 minutes, and then Jacko can take the stage. Um, yeah, there's not much to say. I said it all in the like, a great game, a great performance, a great, like, a brave performance was ruined by another crap referee game. It feels like it's the same thing every single year, where there's games where we play so well, but just the refs just stuff us over. I
Yeah,
felt like our goal line defense. I've never seen us defend our goal line that well in years. I'm gonna be honest. Like,
yeah,
genuinely, that was. I don't know if that shows amends to like how crap the Dogs' offense was, or but just I felt like we defended really well, and against the Dogs this past few years we've let in a lot of points, and I feel like that try, that Preston try, it was I feel like it wasn't a really team error. It was was it Sully that missed a tackle, or
it
I
was
can't
a, it
remember
was
who.
it was Sully that missed a tackle off blatant forward pass, but
Yeah, well, there you go, forward pass, and then the other try was off a scrum. Like, I feel like overall our,
yeah,
but just the decisions like the Setu to obstruction one. That's one of the most diabolical calls. Where's he supposed to go? He's trying to go behind the ball so he can pass. Kick out is deliberately running at him and playing the man. Like it's a
Yeah.
defensive decision. And that the Calton strip river. I've already said like that's just bullcrap. There's no. You are a brave man, and the audacity you have to call that a strip down the stretch. I don't know. There is just I
But
don't know.
those
Dogs
aren't
weren't good
even
at all.
any
We
of the
played
ones
better.
that
We played
the one that really annoyed me, I think, was the Carraz knock on, which then
Yes, they were in
Tracy
60
picked it up.
meters.
Tracy picked it up and runs 60 meters down the field, right? We get that knock on call, we probably score. Like we're 10 meters out.
And how many? There was only a few minutes left on the game. I'm pretty sure. Like we
There was
would
like
have
three
won
minutes
probably.
left. There was like
Yeah.
3 minutes left. And all the Dragons were training no, 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 because they thought they were going to go up and score.
I actually wanted them to score because if they would have scored, then they would have had to review that whole play, and they would have said it was a knock on. When they tackled Tracy, I was actually upset because
Bro, like,
yeah,
I
I
just
don't
don't know
know.
how they have so many. There's 3 referees on the field. There's referees in the bunker, and yet
Yeah.
all the cameras and everything, and they miss the most easiest calls.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah. Say what's on your mind, Jacko. Don't worry. We'll bleep it out if we need to. Don't worry.
bro. Honestly, I think I let it all out at the stadium, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm at a point now where, like, I rewatch the game because I like rewatching it if I'm there and I can't like listen to what commentators and that say to see if like
Yeah.
they agree with what we're seeing.
Yeah.
But the amount of the amount of videos on TikTok and everything I've seen about that head high is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, I like Stephen Crichton, but I'm going out on a limb here to say he is one of the most protected players in the competition.
100%.
He's probably one of the faces of rugby league. He draws attention to rugby league because of how good he is. But the bubble around him that is just pure like protection is I don't get it. He's a player like everyone else. Braden Burns got 10 in the bin the game before.
I would argue that the Crichton one was worse, honestly.
It was.
Genuinely.
Or look, I get the fact that Setu, like Crichton wasn't meant to go anywhere else, right? Like Setu
Yeah.
was dropping to the floor. I get all that, but he still's coming with a blatant arm straight to the head.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's the inconsistency that just pisses off all NRL fans. And it wasn't just our game. Like the whole week, I think was probably some of the worst refereeing. Like it was inconsistent calls. The amount of 6 agains in round 1.
They got to sack 6
Bro,
against, honestly, genuinely.
they've got to tax it down to like 3 things that's a 6 again. That's it. They do 6 against for everything. And it makes it changes the momentum of every game. It honestly is ridiculous. Like
I feel like I said this in the video, the NRL fine every single like if it's a player, if it's a coach, if it's like the club, they don't find the people who actually control the games that are referees.
Yeah.
If referees have a bad officiating game, they just say, oh, humans, they make mistakes. Like it's just and also and going back to what you said about Crichton, it's not the first incident he's had with the Dragons where he's been protected. The Carl Flanagan thing in 2024, that wasn't Carl Flanagan's fault. I'm sorry, Crichton put his nose in it. Like that was Crichton's fault. Like,
but I feel like there's been other times where Crichton's been let off the hook for things that he probably shouldn't have, and probably should have got a 2-3 week suspension.
100%.
But look, at the end of the day, the NRL want their top players to stay in the game to promote it. So
I just like in a preseason match, Cleary got sin binned for a tackle similar to that, but then in an actual round 1 game, a regular season game, where this actually goes towards a ladder, they don't get sin. Like just inconsistencies. I don't know, man. It's hard. Like, but it feels like all the hard work we did during the game just I feel like I don't even know, man. I'm lost for words at the moment because the referees just always. I feel like the Dragons are the worst officiated team. Like in terms of.
I reckon we are as well. But the other thing that's annoyed me the most is I just saw it then is Braden Burns got off, right? So he's allowed to play. Braden Burns he won the judiciary, right?
Yeah.
He's still got 10 in the bin. So if Crichton got 10 in the bin, but then went to judiciary and got proven, I don't know, not guilty and got a fine or something, I'm fine with that. But if he got 10 in the bin, that is one of the biggest momentum changes. It's their star player off the field. That gives Val Holmes and Setu the biggest attacking advantage to attack
Yeah.
that side and
Yeah.
probably score if Crichton gets binned.
Exactly.
I don't know, man.
It's very, I don't know. And I don't know, it's just that obstruction run really pissed me off. I said about before,
Yeah,
because like what is Setu supposed to do? He's getting behind the ball so he can receive the ball
yeah,
from like, I don't know. It's just little things like that. It's just we didn't get the rubber of the green. We didn't get any 50-50 calls, and at the end of the day, that cost us the game because Bronson Cherry knocked it on. It was a loose carry. It
yeah,
was 100% a loose carry,
yeah.
and then
100%. Any day of the week.
and they go up the field. I reckon whoever wins that penalty wins the game.
Yeah,
If
but also right
yeah,
to not to the Bulldogs' defense, but to us, like we did have 3 chances to ice the game.
yeah.
Our setting up for a field goal
Oh,
and
it's
to upset a
terrible.
game, it's horrible.
It's
And
genuinely
that's sort of where Cookie has to come into play, right? You're a bloke with what 300 plus almost NRL game experience.
yeah.
You need to be able to get in that ruck and move the forwards out, so you give Atkinson and that bigger opportunity to strike a field goal. And that's where we need. That's where Keon will be so big for us next year because
I
he'll
know
give us that
it will be a massive
run to
for us.
get up the field and run those meters to get us there. Our middles were, everyone was gassed, even
Yeah.
the Bulldogs. Everyone was so tired. Like Ryan Couchman,
Hmm.
first game back from ACL, played like
Yeah.
70 something minutes,
Yeah.
and he was, I reckon, one of our best middles out there. He was
Yeah. No, he
unreal
was.
on
Yeah.
both of the Couchman twins. But when you get to a point in Golden Point, that's where your like fitness comes into play as well. Like you need to be able to get down the field so and get like we were trying to kick field goals from 50 meters out. It's just not
I
gonna
know.
it's not gonna work, man. It's not
I don't
gonna
know.
work.
I feel like would you have been satisfied with the draw if it was a draw?
100%.
Yeah. It feels like
That
we should have
game,
got at least 1 point.
bro.
We got nothing out of it.
We should have won, but like the effort that both teams put in, it deserved a draw. But it was
100%.
but the game was given off a stupid call, which
Yeah.
obviously like we didn't leave with the 2 points, which is obviously what you want at the end of the day, but I still feel like we won that game.
I reckon, as I said, whoever gets that penalty, whichever way the penalty that like decision goes, like I reckon if that's called a knock on, we win the game. 50 meters out, we have a whole set.
Yeah.
The thing about this, like I love Valentine Holmes Charlton. He's like one of my favorite players, but he was slotting them from 50 out for the Cowboys. For Queensland, he gets every single goal. Like I feel like we've lost so many games because of goal kick and because of
No, I
Valentine.
think Holmes' Hemi started playing up a bit because he was limping around a lot.
Yeah.
Like especially at the back end of the second half and then going into Golden Point, he was
Yeah.
limping. That's why Kyle took that penalty kick. Because
Yeah, that's right.
So Val had 2 strikes with probably a not 100% leg.
Yeah.
I don't
But
know.
he struck it well. Like I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think the hammies a good enough excuse because it's not
No.
like he got the distance. I feel like where were you sitting in terms of like in the Golden Point? Like you know where Atkinson took the kick. Where were you sitting around that? Like
I was right behind that goalpost.
did it? I didn't see the replay. Did he like completely shank it?
Atkinson.
Yeah.
No, it fell short.
Oh, but he did it get like was it on target?
Bro, it was dead straight. It was just like we were so far out. It was just short.
I thought I thought he got that. I can't well, like when he struck it. I thought the thing about that is like. I just feel like the Dogs didn't deserve it. I'm gonna be real. Like I feel like the better team lost in my opinion. Like that's
100%. The
what
Dogs'
annoys me.
attack was awful.
It was
The
genuinely
Dogs'
awful.
offense was horrendous. But I had Bulldogs fans come up to me at the end of the game and literally say to me like, if that's how we're going to play this year, then we could be in like trouble.
I was in disbelief of how like I feel like our late game situation, like late game execution, is
Yeah,
just not up to scratch. Honestly, like
you
we should
could.
have iced that game. I felt like every single it felt like it was meant for us to win, bro. The Dogs had a full set in front of our line and went for a crossfield kick or something on the last. And
Yeah,
then remember how was it kick out that made a break and they had a full set with like a minute to go and Crichton throws a forward pass. And it feels like it felt in my head during that game, I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like it's meant for us to win. And
We
then
were meant
bloody
to win.
Brent Atkins.
But
Yeah,
honestly, like the 1 to 19 or 1 to 17, because only 17 really played, all of them can literally like say they gave 100%. Like not one
yeah,
player could walk off that field saying, "Oh, like,
100%.
I could have done a little bit more." Like I thought Emre Gula played one of his best games in a Dragons jersey.
No, he
Like
did.
he looks
He
fit
did.
and he's put on some more muscle and he looks like ready for a big year to prove. It's a contract year for him, so he's going to want to come out and prove that. Like next year, obviously he won't start with Keon and Toby.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
coming to potentially maybe get a bench spot, or
yeah,
like with Perth coming in, he could be a player that they want. So he's going to want to try and prove to other clubs that he
yeah,
is a starting prop. And I thought he was like unreal for us, genuinely.
yeah. What else? Yeah, I was gonna like kind of we'll segue into that. Who do you think were the best players on ground for us? I think I think the whole the thing about me, I don't think there's specific players. I think as you covered it perfectly, our whole
Mm.
team played amazing. Our forward pack was a very very strong. Jaime Salo played amazing. I think that's
Yeah,
probably a top five Jaime Salo Dragons game I've watched. Genuinely, I
yeah,
think that's one of his best games as a Dragon. I think Leilua had some solid moments. I thought the Couchman twins. I thought Hamish Stewart had. I think the whole team
yeah.
played. I think Cook was probably my man of the match.
Bro, Cookie
Um,
made like 70 tackles, 80
he was
minutes of
he was
footy.
amazing.
Like that's just
Atkinson,
incredible.
how good is it to see Atkinson like his kicking game? I remember we had a really bad set, but Atkinson's game really like it was like a get out of jail free card. He kicked it like it was one of the I can't remember the last time we had a half that can kick that far. Genuinely,
Bro,
it's kind of
do you
refreshing to
know how
see.
good it was? Do you know how good it was to have to watch the fullback and wingers run to get the ball instead of it just falling
Oh,
into
it
their
was how it was
how good it was to
genuinely.
just watch like a different kicking. His kick, bro, he kicked like 800 plus meters. He
Yeah,
like look. I'm gonna say this a bit like our attacking wasn't good, but also you have to remember the field's like 5 things short
yeah,
in width.
yeah,
Like it trims down heaps, so
yeah,
you don't have as much free reign because you're more squished. You know, like
yeah,
but I thought Atkinson was really good. Like I said, I thought Emre Gula had some good stints.
yeah.
Josh Kerr, he didn't play much. I thought,
I'm curious to see why. I mean, I think he was feeling a bit under the weather, but
yeah, but
I
he
don't know.
played like 15 to 20 minutes. But when he came on, like he was good. Like he
Yeah,
brought like a quick play the ball, which helped
yeah,
Cookie and that get on the front foot.
for sure.
So when he gets more minutes, and then when Little gets back as well, like if you
Best
bring
friend.
on Little with Josh Kerr, that's some fresh speed in the middle, which will like, open us up to get down the field, to get
Yeah.
more points.
Look, look, I think our attack, like we had two or three sets in front of the line, and we scored two tries. I think, but I think I'm not really that concerned about our like lack of tries or whatever. We scored two tries, but every single time we went down the field, we scored. It's just the ref wouldn't allow us to, and
Yeah,
like,
well, we showed last year we can score points.
yeah.
It's the defending part
It
which
looked like
always
we
gets
spent a
us.
lot of time in the preseason focusing on defending. Like,
Yeah, but like the thing that standing out to me the most was like our scramble. Like the
mm,
my moment of the game. This could go unnoticed, but it was when the dogs made it up the other end of the field. They were gone. It
yeah,
was like third tackle. They shifted it out right. Tua Pilotu hadn't really even got back yet, but he just turned. And instead of jamming in, Montoya gets the ball, and Montoya got buried over the sideline. I have never seen Tua Pilotu do that. He
genuinely,
always,
Tuipulotu, like that. Usually, 10 times out of 10 last year, he always jams in and creates
yeah,
a try.
100%.
I could not believe my eyes that he actually did. That got
Yeah.
us back into the game. Like
Oh,
that.
bro, that got everyone like, oh, like we're actually in this. Like we can do
Yeah,
like, but I thought both our wingers were good. Like obviously for Setu, it was a big week. You know, like there wasn't even much media about him, and you know he was probably in the past few years he's probably one of the most deserving debuts in the NRL. Like
oh, genuinely, yeah,
everything he's been through is just crazy, and he genuinely showed why he's deserving of an NRL contract and why he's deserving of a wing spot because he was unreal. You know, he obviously had some moments where he can improve, but Once
Yeah,
he felt like he got comfortable, he sort of looked like, oh, I actually belong here. And then he got more
exactly.
involved. And I thought I thought both of our wingers were really good.
We'll touch on this later when we go through the team list, but
Yeah.
do you think that the winger pairing moving forward should remain?
Obviously, I wouldn't change it yet. It's not.
Yeah,
It's nothing's wrong with it.
yeah,
Like they both played well. My only real issue with the back line is probably Moses Sully.
yeah,
Look, yeah, like he. If we need a big carry to get us out of our end, you tell Sully to get over, you tell him to come take a hit up. But when he takes that hit up, you got to close your eyes because you don't know if he's going to drop it or not. Like genuinely, like he could
100%.
like you
I
don't know with
I
him.
I was watching it at my house, like with my family, and I can't remember who said it, but someone said, Please Moses, don't drop it. Please Moses,
Yeah.
don't drop it." And then he dropped it, and then I was just like, "Oh my days!"
No,
But
but there was,
well, one of them there should have been a head slam, and it didn't get called from the
and then there was
referee.
another one where it went backwards instead of forwards.
That's what I'm saying. The head slam one, I didn't touch on this in my rent video or in this. Moses Sully got taken off by HIA. How the heck is it a knock? It's a head slam, and we get the punishment and not the dogs. Like it wasn't a
But
penalty or anything. Like it's
no,
just
I think the dogs got a penalty for that because I think
yeah, exactly.
Cookie got a penalty for dissent or something.
It's
On
genuinely
it,
it's
they didn't want
but
us to win. They
we
they
yeah.
they
They didn't want us to.
they didn't want us to win because the Knights
No,
won. The Knights won the game before, which was an upset. Which I don't know how, by the way. The Cowboys look awful. The Cowboys could actually get the spoon this year, but we'll go into that another time. They didn't want two upsets in Vegas. They wanted one of their bigger teams to win. And it was so
exactly.
obvious. It was so clear that they wanted the Bulldogs to win.
I know there's always media around like, oh, is it NRL rigged? Do you reckon there's a genuine, like argument for it genuinely being not like fixed, but like the referee being kind of tipped before the game, say, let's give this team like, do you think it's
Nah,
intentional or
nah, I don't think so. I just think it's referees sort of knowing, like
yeah,
that
like
the,
self-consciously, like
the
knowing,
the top teams that have like the bigger fan bases that bring in the revenue to the NRL and the
yeah,
money and everything,
yeah,
they're going to be the teams that you have to have at the top constantly. And
yeah,
it's like they don't want to change that. It's like
no,
the same. It's like a Melbourne, Roosters, Brisbane. All of them get like calls that
yeah,
you notice it, but I don't. I wouldn't say it's rigged as such. I just think they know.
yeah,
Like I don't know because it's hard to say because like
yeah,
the Roosters are a team who usually get a lot of penalty calls, right?
yeah.
But I thought against the Warriors
Yeah, I
and
thought Warriors got the rub of the
bro,
green.
the Roosters were given some shocking calls as well, like against them.
Yeah,
Like they like
it's yeah.
I don't
I
know.
don't know
It's
what the heck is happening to
I
the
think it's
NRL.
just literally. I just think it's like two things: the lack of inconsistency.
Yeah,
But the second thing is the fact that referees don't get punished and or called out
yeah,
if they have a
exactly.
shit game.
It's I don't know.
That's the truth.
It's bad. But I tell you what, like the dogs have like proper ran amok on us the past few years. I feel like,
Yeah.
but I feel like this year we held our own, and the dogs were rattled by us. They took the two not once but twice. Like they were genuinely rattled by us.
Yeah.
And 100% at halftime, although going into halftime being up, 100%, what's it, Serrata would have been spewing. It's like, how the heck are we not smashing these dogs? You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Bro, they would have gone into Vegas thinking they were going to walk out with a win probably 32-10. They probably thought they were going to go in and flog us.
yeah,
I thought our middles dominated the shit out of theirs.
100%, 100%,
Honestly,
100.
like I don't know, bro. And the thing that pissed me off about the whole week was all the media just around surrounding the Bulldogs. All the media was purely nothing about trying to grow the game a bit more. It was all about
No,
Matt Burton hit the roof at Vegas. There's NFL scouts looking for Matt Burton. Like, bro, you had a bloke in Setu 2, right,
yeah,
who has been through hell of like to start his for a career.
yeah,
And not once did that get mentioned in the media in the lead up to the game, on like NRL 360 or anything. It was
no,
it's just pure favoritism to bigger teams, which it needs to be fixed because it's ridiculous.
Like, I 100% agree. Like the fact that Matt Burden hitting the roof of a practice facility, you can do anything in a practice. If you are a basketball player,
Yeah.
you can hit a full court shot in a practice facility. Nobody's guarding you. Nobody. It's a practice thing. Of course, you're gonna like, but to not shine light on the from what I can remember, the best debut story that I've heard
Oh,
ever,
easily.
like not get anything except for like those Instagram pages that promote this, like nothing, no big media outlets
Yeah,
really
mind you,
promote
the
it.
smaller Instagram pages with like 1,000 followers who
Exactly.
literally, mind you, their pages grew off that Setu post because of the amount of people that reposted it, NRL players, everything.
Exactly.
It just shows that people are more interested in these more heartfelt stories that builds the rugby league game. Not if some bloke can hit a fucking roof at Allegiant Stadium. We don't care. We actually don't care. It's not like everyone was measuring how far every kick was at the game. Nobody cared
And I
about
tell you
that.
what, for the hype that Matt Burton got, Setu Chu handled it perfectly. He
Oh, bro.
in his debut, he did not flinch and caught every. You know how embarrassing he used to hype on Matt Burton for months
Bro.
about Vegas, all the NFL scouts are gonna be watching. He's gonna play an amazing game. He's gonna kick so many, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? All to get owned by a guy on debut. Like, it's actually embarrassing.
Which honestly surprised me because I thought for
Yeah.
Setu, you're on a massive stage to debut on. Like,
Yeah.
massive stage. It's based, that's like a final stage almost.
Yeah.
And for him to not have as much hype around him, but him to just come in and do his job. Obviously, he couldn't play the 80. I think he was cramping up, which also I thought Matt Fano was really good when he came on, apart from that one blunder high ball,
Oh
which
my days,
scared
that.
the shit out of me. It was
You're gonna have to
so
have a word with him, man. I crap myself. Oh, that was bad.
But
That was
honestly,
bad.
like I thought Setu under the high ball, like he
Yeah.
caught two, and I was like, oh, all right, like he might be safe here. And then he caught another one, and I was like, all right, let's see. And he just kept catching him. And I was like, this guy's like safe under a high ball. Like
And I'll
he's
tell you
not
what,
to jump
yeah,
up for it or just go down straight away. He just wants to get that ball in his chest and give us the ball, which I
it
love.
actually it actually surprised me because in the trials against the Rabbitohs, he dropped a few easy like
Yeah,
bombs.
yeah,
So
and yeah,
I was concerned going into the game. I was like, crap, Burton's gonna target him. But he
yeah,
targeted him and he did really well. I thought the whole team, I thought Gutherson played a good game. I thought he could have got a little bit more involved, but I think overall he really set the platform. I think he looks a
yeah.
lot more agile and fitter and quicker. I feel
Yeah,
like
something seems different with Gutho. I don't know
it's
what
just
it
the
was.
hair. It's just the hair.
No,
I reckon.
honestly, I just think it's like I probably just could be it's the start of the year, but he was moving like so much different to
He
last
looks a
year.
lot faster too.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, I know.
he,
I was like that, but I was like, oh, this could also just be the start of the year. He'll
yeah.
slow down by around 15 or something. So, but um, yeah, I honestly like another thing that stood out to me if we're speaking about the Dogs. Probably
Mm,
we could go into Cup. Like our Cup team was really good on the weekend.
yeah.
It was a gritty game, and there's a player that stood out to me the most, and that was Sloan.
Sloan had
If
a
you
massive game.
like, which look, if you go to me, oh, is Sloan NRL ready? Mm,
That's the share reaction. We don't have a yes or no. Like we're like
mm.
no.
Look, would I feel comfortable with Sloan sliding in for one game? Yeah, but would I feel comfortable with Sloan starting week in, week out?
Nah.
No. I'd rather him keep putting those good games together in Cup, build your confidence. Like, that's what he needs to do. There were other players that, who else really stood out to me in that? Brian Hutchinson was massive off the bench.
I thought Halangahu played well too. I thought Fane
Well,
played
Helen
well.
was captain this week, which is unreal for him. Like,
Yeah, good on him.
19, 20 years old, leading out a pretty stacked side. Like,
Yeah.
that's pretty
Our
big for
reserve
him.
grade side is stacked. It's actually genuinely stacked. Our reserve
I
grade
haven't, have
side.
you even looked at the reserve grade side this week? I haven't even looked at it yet, eh?
I tell you what, a great way to have a look at it. Let's go through it now.
On the
Knock on that.
website now. I'll get it for you. Yeah, I got it here. You ready?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So we got Sloan.
Wait. Sorry, a Storm in New South Wales Cup. I
Yeah, they
thought
got a cup side.
this is only this year, eh? Because they were
Yeah,
always like they were. Oh,
yeah.
that's actually mad.
Because they were always North Sydney Bears. That was their
Yeah.
feeder. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So
Okay.
we've got Tyrell Sloan at fullback. On the wings, we got David Farley and Tyler Pecker Tyler Peckham Harris.
Hmm.
Centers, we got Buchanan and Nick Sagranis. Halves, King Togia and Joseph O'Neill. I think.
Okay, so straight off the bat there, what that shows me. Wait, is this at Win? Okay, this is at Win Stadium, so this is the game before. If LKT, that means like we'll go through the team list later, but LKT won't be activated
Well,
in
neither will Farley then, because Farley.
That's what I'm saying. So well, I don't know. I'll go through.
Up front, Locko and Jacob Webster, Haley Finau at 9. Second row, Dylan Coots. I think that's the guy I got from Cronulla.
Yeah.
Halangahu, and then Ryan Hutchinson's in the 13 this week. Then on the bench, we got Isaiah at 14, Matthew Alzum at 16, Ruben Porter, which I didn't even know we signed, by the way.
I'll be honest, I don't even know who that is. Can you fill me in? And
He
for the
played for the
viewers,
Tigers.
I probably will know who he is if I see his face.
If you saw his face, you'd probably know. He signed.
Oh yes.
He signed with the Corrimal Cougars, and now he must have got a cup contract with the Dragons. And then we got Toby Rumble, which I don't know who that is either. So
that's Ben Rumble's brother, I'm pretty sure.
But cup side looks deep. We have some good depth. So
Cade Reed didn't he got injured, eh?
He got blanketly obliterated, which should have been a penalty. So another blunder call, but
I mean anyway, we scored off the back of it, so it's probably prefer not to that penalty.
I'm done speaking about the Bulldogs stuff. Those blokes, bro. I'm sick of losing to them.
No, but I think we'll be in for a big 2026. Now onto the Storm game. Now we're looking at. I'll go through the NRL team list at Win Stadium at 5:30. This is going to be such a good game. At fullback, and our co-captain Clint Gutherson so it remains unchanged, but I'll go through it. Clint Gutherson, Tuipulotu and Setu 2 as the wingers, with Sully and Holmes in the centers. Our halves, Carl Flanagan and Daniel Atkinson. Want to pause there. I thought Carl Flanagan actually had a decent game defensively, and that when he's not the halfback, he's good. It's just when he has pressure under him. I thought. And the forwards, Emre Gula, Cook, Toby Cowserman, Leilua, Jaden Sewell with Hamish Stewart running at our starting side at lock. And our interchange, Hame Sele, Josh Kerr, Blake Laurie, Ryan Cowserman, Lycan King Tongyam, and David Farley, with the reserves being Halangahu, Fine, and Terrell Sloan. Because we looked at the New South Wales Cup side, Lycan King Tonga and Farley will probably be replaced by Fine. Like Fine, I'm curious to see if Laurie will get a run this week, or if they give Fine. It all depends on what happens in the game. Genuinely, like you didn't predict that Sulu was going to go for a HA. If he didn't, Laurie probably would have came on. So
well, you can pretty much ride Halangahu off because he's captain, so he won't play. Sloan probably won't play, but I think maybe Lycan could only play maybe half a game in Cup, which is what they usually do if they're 18th man.
Yeah.
So Lycan could maybe play like half a game, but the fact that Fine's not even named in Cup probably shows me that he'll probably be in this. It'll be a late change probably.
Do you like the new addition of the 6-man bench?
Yes and no.
Why yes and why no?
Well, yes, because it gives you like that option, like say like that's the thing, right? For us especially, we always manage to go down with an outside back injured or have Jaden Sewer or Luch go to second row or Cook even. If we have, say, like Holmes go down, but we've got Fine on the bench who will go out there and do it. He won't do a Valentine Holmes job, who's a star player, but he'll go out there and give you that 1000% effort.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it's good, but honestly, I don't really have anything for a no. I just sort of, it's just different, bro. I'm not used to it. I'm just used to 4 people on the bench. So it's just no, because it's like a lot of change. That's all it is. And
you're an idiot.
They're trying to change the game too much. I don't like it.
Yeah. Fair enough. You're an idiot. Okay. One name that we'll expect it to see, Jacob Little. The big question? Is it precautionary? Is it a setback? My assumption is it's probably they don't want to rush him back if he gets
Yeah.
injured. Like, I think it's probably for the better he doesn't play. Honestly, give him
Yeah.
more time to rest up, and I don't know.
I'd rather a 100% fit Jacob Little instead of a 75%, which is still high, but there's that little bit with, especially with the hamstring that
Yeah,
you've seen it. We've seen it with CT, who comes back too early. Hamstrings goes down in warm up. He's out for another 4 or 5 weeks. I'd rather a fully fit Little.
yeah. Do you think he comes back against? Do we with us Para next, don't we? Yeah, Para. Do you
Yeah.
think would you rush him back then? Yeah, I think it
No.
honestly depends on the field.
I think he'll come back against the Titans. I think
I
that's round
mean,
4.
we could play a reserve grade side and still beat the Titans. They're rubbish. I don't like.
Yeah. Well, look, maybe even next week, maybe bring Little back in cup. Like, yeah, it's crazy, but just to
Yeah,
make
no,
sure he can,
I get that. Get some
just to make
minutes
sure he
under his
can
belt.
play, say, just playing for like 30, 40 minutes, playing for one half, 50
Yeah,
minutes even, and just see if his hamstring will hold up and then bring him back
yeah,
against the Titans.
yeah. Now look, Jacko. If I'm honest, am I a little bit rattled by the way Storm played against Eels? Probably, but
Probably.
hang on. The way I say
I'm very
probably
rattled.
is because if people don't forget, Storm belted the Eels last year by 50. Right? Guess who they played a couple of weeks later? The mighty St. George and the Royal Dragons. Guess what happened? Belt to ass. Belt to ass at Koga, and who won? I'm telling you right now. Actually, I'll get into my predictions later. But Storm played amazing against Eels. I watched that game. That was genuinely a masterclass. Well, it was terrible. Yes. Do I think Harry Grant will score the same try against us? No, because we're not as dumb as Eels, and I honestly don't think so. Harry Grant scored from 40 meters out straight down the middle. I know we have some dumb forwards sometimes, but this year, New Year, I don't think they score that. I think our defense against the Storm this past 2 years have been really. We've conceded what's 14. We've conceded like 22 points in the last 2 games against the Storm.
Yeah.
That's mad, genuinely.
Yeah.
I am a bit rattled. What do you think is the biggest thing to look out for when you look at that game?
Daniel Atkinson.
I was talking about like from the Storm side, but like
Daniel Atkinson. He has proven that he can beat Melbourne. He's done it before.
Jack, I was saying like what are you looking like?
Daniel Atkinson. He has done it before. He is going to go out against his former team. He is going to have the best game of his career. And as Trademark Sports has said in his video, he's done it before. He'll do it again. Daniel Atkinson is the only thing to look out for in this game. Maybe for the Storm, maybe their halves. Their halves are very good.
The thing about the Storm is they lose so many players each year, but it's just a next man up mentality, and they're so bloody good. Like I thought Storm were going to win 1-12. I thought, oh no Katoa, no Pappenhausen. I thought they were really going to struggle and something. Bro, they looked better. Like, you know what I mean? They looked a lot. Like, I don't know. They were amazing.
I would not be surprised if Suafailonga came out and just tore us to shreds.
Although, like, Melbourne have historically dominated this fixture, Dragons have won both in 2 years in a row. Do we verse them once a year? Yes. So does that mean it inflates like we've won the past 2 years? Yes, it does inflate that stat a little bit, but they haven't beat us in 3 years. A win is a win. And I tell you what, it will continue this round when we beat the Storm. Let me cook up a score prediction. I'm going to say, I think we'll score 4 tries. Holmes will convert on 3 because he always misses 1 a game at least. 22 points to 16. 6-point win. I think try scorers. Let me get up the tries.
I need to start the team list, bro. I haven't really looked into Melbourne. So.
I'm going to say Gutherson gets over. I think it'll just be a break down the middle and a support play for Gutherson. Typical Tedesco average try. And then it'll be Gutherson, and I think I don't think that any of the forwards will score. Well, I'm not tipping the forwards to score at least. I think
I've got mine.
I've got Nick Meaney. Nick Meaney, Gutherson to score, and the score 22-16. What about you?
All right, I'm gonna go a bit of a. I don't know. This is one of those games that could be like really, really low scoring, or like both teams could just randomly score like 30 points. But
Yeah.
I'm going to say, I'll give my try scorers first because I still think of the score. So I'm going to go Cameron Munster
Yeah.
and Jaden Sewer to both score.
Sewer loves
Score
trying.
prediction, I'm going to go 18-16 Dragons.
Was that not? Wasn't that the score a few years ago too?
I don't know, but I think it'll be gritty. I think it'll come down to. I can see it already. It'll be like 3 minutes, Storm are on their line, and we'll just pull something out of our ass, and they'll.
We've done that the past few years against the Storm, like where they've been in front of our line and we've defended them. But it's gonna be. We're surely we pull. I reckon, although Storm looked way better than the Dragons did in round one, I honestly think that the Dragons will get so much out of that. Not a week off, a week break.
Yeah.
The players, from what I've been told, the players are fuming, and the players want revenge, like that they want to win. And I think that win will come against Storm. I can already see a typical upset in the gong. St. George Illawarra Dragons 22 to the Melbourne Storm 16.
The issue is it's all good to say you're mad, but the thing that gets us is our inconsistency. So I want to see some consistency this year. I want to see our middle square up to theirs. I want to see our halves play the same game. I want Atkinson's kicking game to be on point. I don't want us to just go, oh, all right, we were dudded. Let's drop our heads in this one. No, I want more intensity than what we played with against the Dogs. Like I want people to go, oh, okay, yeah, maybe the Dragons are something this year. No, maybe I don't want to. Oh, Vegas was a fluke. You know, the Dogs weren't 100%.
Yeah.
I genuinely think we can get them, and I think we'll show up. I think the fans will show up as well. I think that'll be what gets us home. I think.
Good. Actually, I want to speak on something to anyone who's going to the game. I would like to announce that I'll be starting the Saints podcast vlogs. So the first vlog will be my my 2 hour train trip down to Wollongong.
If anyone has a map for Elijah, it would be greatly appreciated.
That's going to get clipped off. I'll also be starting the Red V TV, which is basically a complete ripoff of AFTV, essentially. But it's like I am still trying to consider whether to do it outside the stadium or to do it on the hill. Straight after the game, the raw reaction. I might just do that on the hill, get a mic and get someone to record, and I think it'll be a good thing. So if you guys see me with a mic, and that, make sure you guys come down and say hi to me and Jules, and make sure if you want to be a part of the video, be a part of the video. I'm excited to see the Dragons play, man. Like the last time, when was the last time I watched them? Oh, it was a Manly game last year at Cogra, and we got pumped. Did we? I think so. No,
we didn't play good.
We didn't. It was close at one point. Hang on. What was the score? I'm actually curious. I hate when I go off topic and it was 40-24. But I don't think I thought okay. But I don't know. I think we'll be up for this game. Storm, they're going to be rattled by our magnificent defense and magnificent offense. Preview of the 2026 NRL final. I'm going to give you why is your internet so sorry, viewers at home? Jackson's internet is absolutely horrendous. Okay, now it's good.
It shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's really not. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to give you 5 current St. George Illawarra Dragons players, and you're going to have to rank them 1 to 5 without not knowing who's next. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, first player, Christian Tuipulotu.
4.
Ryan Catchman.
3.
Oh, okay. Valentine Holmes.
2.
Hame Sele.
2.
Hame Sele.
I already know what you're gonna do here, bro. I know what you're about to do. So I'm gonna put him at 1 because I know he's coming at 5.
Jacob Little.
I thought you were gonna do Kyle Flanagan, bro. I thought you were gonna say Kyle Flanagan, and oh my
One of the
god!
all-time fumbles
Can
of
I do
probably.
that?
What?
All right, let me do that now. Now that I know the order. All right, so if I was doing it not blind ranked, I'd go Holmes, Little, probably Sele, Couchman, Tuipulotu. That would be the order.
Salah over Castman, really?
But yeah, well, Couchman's barely played.
Oh yeah, that's fair actually.
I was so convinced you were going to pull Kyle Flanagan on me, and I was going to have to put him at 1.
I'll tell you what,
So
I was very close. I was actually when I was writing the list, I was like, I was considering doing Kyle Flanagan, but I was like, nah.
I thought I knew
Okay.
you well enough.
Now I'm gonna take you through each game in round 2 of the NRL, and you're gonna tell me which team wins and by how many points. By 1 to 12 or 13 plus.
Yeah, sweet.
Okay.
Easy.
Broncos Eels. You go first.
This might be one of the harder games to tip this round, actually. Like, just in general, like, you don't know. Both teams are coming off a bit of a flogging and a shit game. But I'm going to say Brisbane 1 to 12.
I'm going Brisbane 1 to 12 too. Warriors Raiders.
I'll go Warriors. Is it in New Zealand?
Yes.
Yeah, Warriors 1 to 12.
Roosters Rabbits.
You're not giving your tip?
I'll go. Oh yeah, sorry. Warriors Raiders. I'll say. So who did you say again?
I said Wars 1 to 12.
I'm going Wars 1 to 12 too. Okay, Roosters Rabbits.
I don't know. They both got injured. Who's there? Oh, Bud Sullivan starting at 7.
Is he really?
Yeah, he is. I'm looking at their team list now because I knew Ashton Ward was hurt. I think Jamie Humphries is still suspended. So Sullivan starting at 7. Sean Kepi's back in the team. So with that being said, Roosters 1 to 12.
I'm gonna go. I could honestly see a Roosters win here. Oh, the thing about it, no matter how well or crap the team plays in the first game, it's always a far out. I'm tossing and turning. I'm gonna go Rabbits 1 to 12. Just
yeah. Also, I want to ask you a question here, right?
Yeah.
2 things. Does AJ break the record? And second, should the fans be allowed to run the field?
Well, I think it does break the record. And I think fans should be allowed, but I think there should be a lot of rules around it, like in terms of a certain amount of minutes if they don't secure. Like, I don't know, there should be, I don't know, but also it could like change the momentum of the game. You got to think about these.
100%.
I can see both sides, honestly. Like, I can see. I don't know.
Because would all the players have to be sent into the sheds for like safety reasons? Like
that's what I'm saying. So I think what they should do is if he breaks it, do not come on the field mid-game, and after the game, fans are allowed on the field. I think that's what
honestly, that's not going to stop anyone. I think as soon as someone sees one person jump, you'll get like 5,000 that follow, probably more.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think he'll break the record as well. I reckon he will. It's scripted to break the record this week.
Tigers Cowboys. Now, I'm gonna say
I've got mine.
Tigers 13 plus or Tigers 1 to 12. I'm gonna say Tigers 1 to 12. Although Cowboys won their last year, I think Tigers
13 plus.
Tigers 13 plus.
Yeah. I'm also gonna add to it Hamasi Makasini to score a double. That's that'll be my little thing for the week. Makasini to get a double against the Cowboys.
Panthers Sharks. Oh, this is tough. This is very, very tough. Panthers. I know. Panthers 1-12.
Mm,
Nathan Cleary field goal for the win. Bang. 1 point
if
win.
Braden Trindle plays like he did against the Titans, the Sharks are a massive chance. But I still think Panthers will get him 1-12 as well. I agree.
Yeah. Manly Knights. Now, I'm
This
going
is a
Manly.
hard week, bro. Holy shit.
It's a very hard. I'm actually going to go Manly 13 plus. And I know people are probably
Really?
wondering. I know people are probably running Knights. They play good. I don't know why. I know Manly just lost at home to Raiders, but I just think Manly will just have one of those games where they're just on. Manly always seem to have a few of those a year where they're just on. I think it'll just be one of those games. I think Manly 13 plus.
Bro, I think this is the game that I'm struggling to pick the most.
Yeah, it's a very.
But look, if Manly can put together an 80-minute performance of the first 20 minutes they played against Canberra, they should flog Newcastle. But I will go Manly 1-12 as well.
Dolphins and the Titans, the last game of the round.
Dolphins 13 plus.
Dolphins 13 plus. Yeah, I think I'm going to say Dolphins 1-12 just because I cannot trust the Dolphins after that lack of defense they played against the Rabbits. But I think it's a Titans at the end of the day, so I think they'll
Bro, you know what baffles me the most?
Yeah.
They got flogged and they haven't changed their team. Their team's the exact same as last
the
week.
Titans haven't. Oh, the Dolphins or the Titans?
The Titans. It's the exact same team that lost by 40 points.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know what the Titans. Obviously, Elias will be out once Campbell's back. I feel like they've got a good forward pack as well, though.
It's going to be a hard game.
It's just, I don't know.
Suncorp Stadium, yeah. It's...
Too many fullbacks.
Yeah. That being, well, who was your tip? Sorry, what did you say?
Dolphins 13 plus.
Dolphins 13 plus. That being said, that concludes the 20th episode of the Saints podcast. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell to get notified every single time we post. Jackson, thank you for coming on, bro.
All good. I may as well. The actual other host can't get here, so.
Yeah, you're my little rebound, Jackson. I love you. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'll catch you next week. Up the Saints.
Let's end this thing. Get me out of here. Get me out.